Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to make the first game of the new expansion something that was just recorded for YouTube, not necessarily stream content. And I think it's a good introduction because I have at least one or two more games with this deck I want to show you guys, so I can explain what it is. This is the most fun I've had with the expansion so far, and I've talked to other people who have kind of felt the same. Not necessarily spell sword, but hand buffing these cards: Emperor's Attendant, Doomed Adventurer, Outland Patrol, and most importantly, the biggest one, Fated Wraith, have just been absolutely so much fun to play with. You can do so many crazy things using hand buffs. We have Determined Supplier in here as well, just for the sake of doing having another funny hand buff target. This deck is just so much fun to play. I usually don't recommend crafting stuff early, but even if Fated Wraith doesn't end up being a good card, and it seemed very strong in my plays so far, even if it doesn't end up being strong, it's so fun to play with. This is the coolest Galen target in the game. You just draw and draw and draw and draw. It's the coolest thing ever. It's a really fun deck, so I definitely I recommend it if you have the cards for it. And I'll be going through this game for you guys, and yeah, let's just get started. All right. So I know, before people say anything in the comments, I know this isn't the way to build. Like, if you want to use the hand buffing stuff, I think there's actually a lot of cool ways to do it. Not this deck. This deck is mostly for me. If you want, especially if you want to use Determined Supplier, I don't think it's worth it to try and do kind of the weird style that I've built here. I think you can utilize ramp a lot better if you put some big stuff in the deck. So that's something we'll eventually try. But for now, we're just spell sorting with some random hand buff stuff, and it's kind of funny. He's on Guildsworn, which has been invade most of the time. But I am just going to take Field Lane. I don't mind playing this Necromancer blind next turn if I need to. I think it's actually okay. So we have Emperor's Attendant's purpose is actually doubling up on the hand buffs. So we say we hand buff with the Moontouched Guardian, we get the hand buff on the Emperor's Attendant and then pass it on to the next creature. So he'll get an invade here, but I don't mind that too much. Let's go ahead and play the Mehrunes Dagon Seducer, take the trade. He gets this trade, but then we just trade back on it. We have the Edict if this Oblivion Gate gets really out of control, but I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. Javelin's perfectly fine. I don't respect a 1/1 at all, so we're just going to fire off the Moontouched Guardian. And we're going to do that on the Emperor's Attendant. So next turn we go Emperor's Attendant, so we get a free 3/3 and then pass the buff on to the Determined Supplier. Well, we get a free kill on this Elfique. It's quite nice. He gets a Storm Metronach, but we can just Edict it now and then play the Emperor's Attendant. I think that's pretty fine. We probably should have just gone on the Fated Wraith because we are out of cards, but I want a ramp. We have other hand buff cards to eventually get the Wraith. Let's get the ramp. Ramp's just fun. Alright, slow turn from him. This is the worst card of the invades. It's so bad. That's a lot of invades. I mean, next turn we can just kill it with Edict. That's for Fated Wraith. So he'll get one big Daedra. But we'll just, if he kills this Determined Supplier, I'm fine with edicting it next turn, because even though it's not a card he had to play so many understated things just to get this Oblivion Gate that I really don't mind. So we'll see if he gets another invade off this turn, maybe get a little more value out of the Edict. Bringer of Nightmares. He stops the ramp, what a jerk. Protector of the Innocent's still going to at least do something here. It getting guard is actually a really big deal too. So we've got to Wake the Dead. It lets us do something alongside the Fated Wraith, but we can also do the same thing next turn. I kind of want to just draw. I kind of want to just Edict this, but I also kind of want to Edict this gate because this gate's getting a little out of hand. I think we're just going to Edict this, make the bump, hit the Wake the Dead. And let's go ahead and buff the Skintound itself. Leaves the higher attack available. Next turn we go Faded Wraith. Worst case, we can try to find an execute off of these Faded Wraiths. Makes 2 trades. We're gonna invade again. That's not the order in which you should have played those. Alright, Faded Wraith time. Ooh, we get to play the Doomed Adventurer alongside it too. Let's keep working on this Oblivion Gate. He's one turn off Forces of Destruction, so this is the turn where it's really important to kill it. This is also the turn where we're going to get the biggest possible Faded Wraith. Okay. Yeah, this Faded Wraith is going to be huge. We need this to die, but we also want this to die, is the problem. I mean, we don't have to play the Faded Wraith this turn. We could just play the Fervor this turn. That's probably the less stupid thing to do. So we just play the Fervor this turn. We hit in here. We hit in here even though we lose the attack because we want to get the hand buff on. Hopefully the Attendant. Beautiful. We make this... Oh, we can't make that bump. We'll make this bump then. We'll double up on the hand buff here. We've got a billion cards ready to come out. He's got no Oblivion Gate. He's only got 6 power on board. His Forces of Destruction here could be a problem, but we'll see what he gets out of it. Whoa, we got 5. That's quite the roll there, sir. Double Shining Saint. He just got a conscription for 10. And some charge damage. Damn. He's killing it. That was a really good Forces of Destruction. Alright, give me some cards. Ooh, we found the Dawn's Wrath is really nice. So we're potentially taking a lot of damage here. We have options to just Necromancer, fill the field lane. Next turn we go Dawn's Wrath, Dremora, Channeler. And I think I like that. Dremora Channeler's gonna... There's also upsides to just getting the Dremora Channeler out this turn, so we can bring it back with Necro next turn. That actually looks a little bit better to me. So we can go Dremora Channeler, Karthspire, Aldvalathi. Channeler's gonna heal 6, so this should help us take the field lane back. Then we Faded Wraith, then we go Dawn's Wrath next turn. Makes the order a little bit weird, but... Yeah, he's just gonna start going phase, I think. I don't think we have any targets left for Wake the Dead. We need a Galen. We do have Moon Bishops in the deck, so we can chain heal off that if we need to. Chav and that guy. That guy's pretty fine. Another Dremora Channeler is nice, so we can go Dawn's Wrath. I don't really respect this guy, so I'm going to take some trades. Just take some value trades there. Got Outland Patrol. We'll see if we can buff up this Dremora Channeler a little bit. Okay, we've got the Doomed Adventurer. Let's pop the Apprentice Necro. Pop it with the Apprentice Necro, see what we hit. What'd we get? What'd we get? We got the Channeler! Oh, baby. You love to see it. You love to see it. Alright, let's take this draw. See what we find there. We find another Outland Patrol. go ahead and knock that guy out. We'll play the Outland Patrol in the Shadow Lane. Casually heal for 8. Oh, 10. Sorry, I forgot about the Fervor. Oh, we got another Crazed Hunger. Okay. I'm mad at these Crazed Hungers because they don't let me kill my shit. They lose their attack, so I can't kill my stuff. Oh my god, this deck is so fun. Alright, we've got Redoran. He might be on hand buff Redoran as well. I know some people were playing a Redoran version of this, which I think is where it's going to end up being best, but considering how many games of Redoran I've posted to this channel already, I kind of wanted to start off with another class. Ooh, we got to start here. This is a good start to defend ourselves if it ends up being an aggressive Redoran. I do love the Karthspire Scout on one. Most people just run away, and that's my favorite. Ooh, somebody's watching. Silverfuse! Stop stealing my content. Alright, he appears to be aggressive, so we have Sexy Hive Defender for aggressive decks. Although, 5th Legion Trainer, I think, is played in this Faded Wraith hand buff thing that a lot of people are doing. Execute suggests that might be it. Oh yeah, there's National Result. So he's the same thing we are. Didn't expect a mirror. Did not expect a mirror. I do want this to die though. We're the 50 card deck though, right? We have to be more consistent. I can't even like pretend to say that. I don't mind this dying. Like this dying is totally fine, honestly. Let's go ahead and make this bump. Play Sexy Hive Defender. We might be Necromancer, playing Necromancer on this Karthspire Scout, honestly. This is so good for taking field lane, especially with a Fervor to back it up. This card's been shining too. Like this is just good for like this just got a 2-for-1 on board, and it's gonna buff something in my hand. Like that's so crazy. That's so good. There's his hand buffs. Hopefully his last card isn't a Faded Wraith. We get a buff on the Skin Town there. Not too much to do here. Oh, there's our Fervor. Okay, that's very good. Let's go ahead and kill that. He'll get the hand buff on his Faded Wraith, but we got ours, and we got a Fervor up, so... Unless he has exactly Faded Wraith Edict, I'm actually feeling okay about this, because now we get this, and then we can Necro it back. So that should lead to more hand buffing stuff that can get like the next Faded Wraiths even better. So our draw chain should start before his does. Actually, he's starting it this turn. Oh, that's a ring. Okay, Pog. It's not. I'm really glad that wasn't a Faded Wraith from him. that's all I'm saying. He does get a General Tullius, but it's not like the General Tullius is gonna fucking kill me. Alright, let's ramp a little bit. Wait, the Tullius did get the buff as well, so if he has a Faded Wraith in hand, it didn't get the buff, which is quite nice. Ah, he hit the Edict. Balls. We do still at least get one ramp out of it. I kind of still want to just Faded Wraith, but we should probably just go with a Necromancer here on the Karthspire Scout. We have an Edict, but I don't care about using it. I'm fine with him having this Tullius for a little bit longer. We could try fighting it on board. I'm not super worried about my life total. I just want to draw cards. That's all I want to do. It's all I've ever wanted. This is the card that he's been holding. I thought it was a Faded Wraith. We'll see if it is. It's a Sower of Revenge. Didn't expect that. Apparently he's an aggro deck. Dremora Channeler. I don't really want any part of that, to be honest. Let's go ahead and do this. Set up the ability to buff this Faded Wraith up. Awesome. So now we don't have to use an edict on the Tullius, which means we can use an edict on the sower. Oh wait, what am I talking about? You could just make that trade. Herp derp. Well, that makes it more complicated. Let's just get the Doomed Adventurer out there. Take the rally on the Wraith. Rather contest with the Wraith than just edict the sower, so let's edict first. Beautiful. So now I really want him to hit face with the 8-3. We've got the Channeler in the grave, so we have like plenty of heal kind of on demand. Ooh, that sower makes it super awkward. Now this Tullius is becoming an actual problem. Yeah, this Tullius is becoming a thorn in my side. Okay, not the end of the world. Let's just go with the Doomed Adventurer. Hits the Outland Patrol. He's out of cards, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play the Outland Patrol. Play the Necro. Necro pulls the Skinned Hound. Buffs up our patrol friend. And hopefully he doesn't top deck something that lets him deal with this. Tullius down. Tullius down. Tullius down. And a buff on the Necromancer as well. He's trading. I can't say I expected trading. Alright, let's take a draw. Alright, Apprentice Necromancer comes out on the Doomed Adventurer. We're going to go ahead and throw the Rally in the Shadow Lane as well. And we're going to Soul Tear back this Fated Wraith. So that this Doomed Adventurer will hit the Fated Wraith and extend our resources. This deck is so fun. I love hand buff. I don't know why I love hand buff, but I love it so much. It's just so fun to play. So he can get this up to 4 next turn with the Doomed Adventurer. He could break the rune and then kill this to try and prevent it. It'd be kind of funny. Nah, he's got to trade over it, right? Oh, he is. Okay. Well, he's not doing exactly that. He's going to draw 2 cards, but he's trying not to give me the Fated Wraith buff. But we'll get at least 1 from this Ald Valathi. Ooh, what's he bringing back? Oh, it's Tullius! This time we got an execute for it, though. Alright. So let's go ahead and take this guy out. Rally up the Wake of the Dead. Or rally up the Fated Wraith. Let's draw some cards. Ooh, we've got the Channeler. Next turn we can go Moon Touched into Channeler. So let's grab the next Fated Wraith just to start that. Hearthspire should finish this guy off. Do I want to Edict this? I don't think so. I think I'm willing to take some damage and just Edict whatever comes out. We've got Dremora Channeler to come back with the heal.
Awaiting your command. Kill them all.
Man likes his General Tullius. You gotta respect it. But we're not dealing with that right now. Go ahead and draw. Got another Determined Supplier is nice. But let's go ahead and be safe. Let's buff up this Dremora Channeler. And let's play a Mehrunes Dagon Seducer. So we have this for next turn to heal us for 8. I don't think he's going to kill us. I don't think it's possible for him to deal 8 damage to me right now. So, well, he gets a rally on whatever that is. We have an Edict, though. Emperor's Attendant is nice. Alrighty, let's get some heal. What do we want to bring back here? I kind of want to bring back the Doomed Adventurer. Go ahead and throw down a determined supplier in the shadow lane. See if we can get this channeler any bigger. We've got fervors still left in the deck. I mean, we've got 19 cards left with 2 fervors in there. It's Galening whatever this is. Let's see what it is. Moon Touched Guardian. Alright, fine with that. Alright, let's get this card out of hand. Hold on. Well, we want to use this to break the ward, but we want to play this. I guess we're just playing this. Let's play the Channeler as well. Let's just get that heal. So regardless of what this hits, it's good. Hopefully it hits the Attendant. It does hit the Attendant. So we need our Galen, by the way, to shuffle some stuff in. Oh, there's just his last Necro. We have our last Edict.
I live to serve.
We can start with the Fated Wraith. Ooh, we can start with the Attendant actually now.
We will protect the Emperor or die trying.
Casually draw 5 cards. There's our Galen the Shelterer, which is nice. I'm not sure what the target's going to be though. So let's go ahead and execute that and make our trades. We do need these fervors. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and shuffle in the Apprentice Necromancers, but I want to find at least 1 fervor first. I don't know if I have anything left. Let's find out. We do. It's a Fated Wraith. That's not the card he wanted. Yo, Doug, where are my fervors? Where are my fervors? We've got 2 of them here. We need them. I need them to do stuff. It's a hard pass, my friend. That's a hard pass. I want to get it out for the supplier, too. Alright, we can play our last Wraith. I'm fine with playing our last Wraith. Come on, give me a fervor. Hey, there's our girl. So, we're going to set him to 21. Play the fervor. We can still push through even if he has like an Edict or something. It's just going to be more annoying to do so. Ooh, it looks like we got him. And the second fervor. This deck is so fun. You guys gotta try this. I love hand buff. I mean, you don't have to try the spell sword. The spell sword's really bad, but try these cards. Oh my god, they're so much fun.